Welcome to downtown Lexington. That's right. In this video, we're going to be taking a tour of downtown Lexington. We're going to head down Main Street, check out the local restaurants as well as local things to do. So let's go get started. And for those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Brandon. Not only am I a transplant here to South Carolina, but I'm a local real estate agent as well, covering the Midlands of South Carolina, Lexington, Columbia, and Lake Murray. And I put videos out every single week teaching you about the area to see if it's right for you. So don't forget to click that subscribe button, but let's get started with the video. All right, so we're getting kicked off the tour right here at the edge of Main Street, Lexington at the Icehouse Amphitheater. And I think this is a great place to kick this off and give a little backstory. When we moved here in 2015, there wasn't much in downtown Lexington. If you really wanted restaurants, things like that, the place you would go was downtown Columbia. Yes, there were a few places, and I don't want to count those out. However, over the time since we've been here, 2015, the area has really grown. And what that's done is taken this downtown and turned it into a great place to come hang out. One of the things they added was the Icehouse Amphitheater. You'll see them host concert here as well as events, chili cook-offs, and it's open to the public. So sometimes you'll see people hosting their local yoga events, things like that. So I think that was a great place to get started here simply because it exemplifies part of the growth and what's made downtown Lexington such a popular place. But let's head over and take a look at some of the different places up on the street. As we get kicked off here, we're starting right here at East Main Street. This is Main Street right here, and South Lake Drive going back that way. That is the county courthouse as well. You're gonna have the county buildings right around the corner from them. And as we kind of move on, there's a couple things I want to point out and I don't want to miss out because they're just off this trip. So one is going to be right down that way, down South Lake, and that's going to be Cafe Strudel. Amazing brunch if you're in town. Check that out. Didn't want to skip that. As well, where we end, go a little bit further and you have Libby's. Libby's is another great place for lunch. One of the first places we actually tried. Other thing I want to point out too is before Main Street got the way it is now, as I talked about, the main spot everyone used to go hang out, the Old Mill Brew Pub, just up the road. So don't want to forget about that. It's an amazing spot. Check it out. Right there on there's a dam there with some water, things like that. But didn't want to skip that. But as we continue on, first place I'm going to point out, and I pointed out to some of you guys that have come in and visit, O'Hare's Public House, Irish bar and restaurant. Thing I love about this is atmosphere. I'm an atmosphere person. And they went all out when it came to setting that place up. I mean, it is phenomenal on the inside. Our office is right around the corner, so I'm telling you, anytime during the day we want to come grab lunch, come grab a beer, this is where we come. St. Patrick's Day, this place is popping. They have a band. It's a good time. We'll be there this year. Anyways, as we continue on, we're passing here, Bodhi Thai restaurant. Great Thai food if you like Thai. And I don't know if my manager watches this, but she would be upset if I didn't tell you to try the Thai coffee. Thai coffee is really good if that's your thing. Over here, another point to point out, O'Hare's Bakery and Cafe. So O'Hare's partnered up with a place called Haven Coffee House a while back, and they've kind of shifted it to now basically being a breakfast bar, bakery, things like that. So a little bit different than the Irish place, but also good eats. You'll see there's a bunch of different shops, attorney's offices, things like that down this way. But again, I'm kind of pointing out the highlights here. This spot here I want to point out because a while back they announced that it was going to be a hotel here. Cool spot for a hotel, possibly rooftop bar, things like that. Obviously during the pandemic, that industry got hurt a lot. And so they had put it on hold. However, what I'm told is it's still coming. So nothing yet, but there's a good chance that there's going to be a hotel here with rooftop restaurant bars, things like that. So I'm excited to see that happen. But again, as we continue on, like I said, different shops and things like that along the way. Up here on the right, we're about to pass Keg Cowboy. It's another restaurant, place to grab drinks, things like that. And then we're going to come to this main corner here. We're going to stop and kind of point out a couple different things. So let me kind of shift you around so you can see. All right, so That corner over there, if you saw in one of my videos, I pointed that out. Craft axe throwing. We've been axe throwing there. Great place. Another spot over here, Nikki's Pizza. The thing I love about this is the white pizza. So years ago, when we lived on the West Coast, we used to go to Vegas, and there was a place at the Cosmopolitan called Secret Pizza, is what everyone called it. And they had a phenomenal white pizza. And I tried finding it every single where I could go. Tried so many different places. Nikki's, they have it. And it is a phenomenal white pizza. So try it out. This over here is a place that's gonna be called Navy Yard on Main, beer garden here. Set to open 2022. So by the time y'all come here, it may be open. All right, over here, Alla Diaz, Italian cuisine, great Italian food. And that kind of wraps up the end of it. You can see right past that is back to the amphitheater. And remember, this is just highlighting Main Street, Lexington. I do promise still to have a video that highlights my favorite restaurants and places to eat around the entire area, including Columbia. So don't forget to click subscribe. I am still working on that video. Thai food. I'm famous.
There's only one phone call that you need to make. In Columbia, Brandon Garon is a real estate agent dedicated to helping families relocating to South Carolina. Contact the agent I trust in Lexington and all of the Midlands, Brandon Garon, and visit him online at brandongaron.com.